As per usual. Got stuff everywhere all over this table. I know better than to schedule something out in just a few minutes. I need like an hour once I decide I'm going to do it. How's everybody doing? This is going to be a daily tarot reading for all the signs. We're going to go through each of them. Hopefully that phone will stay there. I'm waiting on a tripod. For those of you who are new, welcome to the tribe. We hang out lots and lots here. This is coffee time, okay? I'm in an old nappy sweater and whatever. Good morning, tribe. Hi. This isn't story time, so it's going to be a little bit different. We're going to try and make these a little bit more focused. The goal here is so that everybody gets a reading, all the different signs, because I tend to, not. So we'll fix that. Regular old white sage. This is going to be, we're going to timestamp them as we go through. If somebody would be so kind to do that, because I'm going to just pull them out as they should come out instead of in any particular order. Okay. Good morning. 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 I definitely want some fairies for this. These Moonology cards are great, except I took them apart so that I could just use the per zodiac. Okay, we're going to use the Brian Froud's Fairies Oracle, the Intuit Oracle, my old rusty but trusties. Okay, and probably Tattoo, and we'll get others if we need them, but we'll use those for the base. Okay, all right, are we ready? Good morning. I've got coffee. Okay, this is what Dharma looks like when Dharma wakes up. Okay? That's a fact. Put the kids on the bus, and then I sat down and made coffee, and I'm like, I guess I might want to work. So, but there was no wardrobe change between those two things. Okay? I absolutely slept in this sweater last night. You want to destroy my sweater. Okay, I'm ready to. Who's first? Virgo. Is that it? Yeah, Virgo. Really should have wrote the timestamps down for these as I'm going, but I have no pen. Okay, it's me, people. Guys, angels, anyone from the highest good, that's a message, please, to come forward. For the tribe today, by signs. For Virgos, sun, moon, rising, wherever. You know somebody that's a Virgo. I don't put any control on my readings at all. So just listen to it first, and then after it happens, then you'll know. Okay? I don't know why. For like 2 weeks I've been going, okay. Like I'm fucking Shannon. Okay. I don't even know where I picked that up from. Silly. Give me a card or two. Thank you. Well, specific. Okay, so you have the collective of the Pixies and Las Guna. As soon as I saw this, the way that they are placed like that, I was like, well, somebody's turning their back on them. Inner transformation. They just don't feel the same way about a collective that they used to. Like they might even be the leader of the pack. The leader of the pack. And she's daydreaming. She's out looking for something else. And they're all, hey, did you forget you're part of this collective? And she's like, right. Like looking out the window. And that could be a family, that could be a group of friends, it could be a Facebook group, and none of y'all Ravens better be all turning your back on the collective of us. But somebody, maybe you just have a job that you have where everybody's kind of all the same, and you're like, God, I hate this. I hate this. Someday I'll wish upon a star and something. The ladybug. Somebody also just kind of wants to be at home. It's probably really cold out. The cross. Except both of these cards here talk about duty. Look, and then you have the dolphins here on the bottom. This is very much head versus heart. The dolphins want to have fun. The dolphins want to play and hang out and laugh and giggle. I'm not going to make the dolphin sound, but I could. All right. It just looks like somebody, it's like you have this thing that you have to do. It could be anything. I mean, you could have a fucking plant that you take care of. And it's your duty because you said. But you'd rather not today? Just rather not? And I don't need, because it's 24-hour tarot, you know what I mean? This doesn't have to mean that this person is going to like leave their family and turn their back on whoever. It just means that for this time period, this person is daydreaming and looking out the window being like, why did I fucking sign up for this? I want to do something else. I want to play. I want to have fun. I want joy. Ten of Swords. I think they want to quit the High Priestess, and they don't really know what to do because they're Three of Cups, Ten of Cups. And the Ten of Wands. Okay. I did it again. Okay. Somebody's conflicted. That's what they are. And so if you are a Virgo, or if you know a Virgo, or if this is you as the Virgo and you notice that somebody that you're around is daydreaming, they are having an existential crisis. Don't worry about it. We all go through that. Okay. I did it again. Shit. I shouldn't be allowed to play on the internet this early. Good morning, Birdseye. Okay. Who's next? Who's next? Aries. Suddenly I wanted to just take a big giant breath. Maybe it's a sigh of relief. The Master Maker. Somebody's finally going to take action for Aries. And it's a sigh of relief. And they're really, really, really good at what they do. And it's a gift. But then I have a couple of cards here. Plus you have the Glankener on the bottom. These cards... First of all, the fairy godmother isn't always, look at me, let me send Cinderella to the ball. Sometimes the fairy godmother is like on Scooby-Doo when they pull somebody's hood back and they're like, let's see who's under the dastardly cloak, right? And you're like, wow. And what you find is this illusion, delusion, lust, like you're... something else, right? Both of these cards talk about a change in viewpoint. Like it's almost immediate. I don't know if you... we'll figure it out. But there's something going on where it's a change. Quick one. Yes. Okay, and then you have the geese. Somebody might be on the road. But when I was looking at this, I saw 2 geese going this way and 1 going that way. It might be like a drive-by. And there might be eye contact of some sort. Where this one's like, light bulb, you're a, look at that. You have the ecstasy and joy card underneath it. Like they're all, it's kind of like Luathas, right? But really what it, and then you have the gloomy doom down there. Of course, it's just a moment in time where you are with somebody. Okay, the fairies aren't gender specific. Or somebody's with you, however this resonates after the time frame goes on, my friends. And they're like, wow. That is quite the change. The moon, I didn't know that about you. I didn't realize that you were... See, it's the Page of Swords in reverse. They don't like that information at all. But I want to be like, the reason that all of this is going on the way that it's going on is because whoever this Glenkener person is wants to make sure that you're not confused in any way, shape, or form about the message that they're trying to get across. And then the fairy godmother's like, did you get that? And then someone, you know, they've got this, there's all this swirling, and it's like 9 of Cups in reverse. It's a lot of information to take in. It's a lot to understand about a person. Yeah, but then like what happens? 4 of Swords. Okay, so then yeah, you go within. So over the next however long, for the next day or so, first you're gonna have the thing where you're gonna see it doesn't matter who it is. I mean, of course people were watching this and they're like, oh, my dude is gonna turn out to be a player. It doesn't even have to be that. It could be your neighbor that you always like were cordial with, and then they walk outside with their hair all up in curlers being an asshole, and you're like, wow, I'm gonna live next to that person for however long. Good times, right? It's 24-hour tarot. It doesn't always have to be so dramatic, because if you look at every single day of your life, how many of those days were actually dramatic? The rest of them were just days. You know what I'm saying? Who's next? Do we have a moderator? We got any mods live? Thank you. Oh, Sherry. Sherry's an Aries. Sherry's an Aries. That's hard to say. Give me a card. Pisces. Pisces. She said just do Pisces. Working on it. Singer of Initiation. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do it right. And then you have the dark lady over here. It's like you have these two people who are both alpha. And it's tug of war, okay? I did it again. I have to stop. Tug of war? What are they tug of warring over? Life? It's attraction. This one here is just hot, okay, gorgeous, full of secrets, a little bit mystical. She's like a siren. And this one here, she's got his attention in a real way. But I did hear if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do it right or something. I feel like they are going to maybe try to make a move. Some kind of move. And because she's not doing it. She's standing there like... tornado. Leo. There's two women here. And two Leo cards. I suddenly got all... Maybe that's this feeling, because that is what it feels like, right? Where he's like, you know, like just... Thank you, Sherry. I feel somber all of a sudden for whatever reason, right? What's the difference in these? Because you have the tornado, the magician, the lovers. This feels like a well-executed, they can't stop thinking about this one. And you have this one over here with her back turned, like, what you doing? Queen of Cups. They might both have their back turned to him, but there's no, I can't wait anymore. There's too much burden. Somebody wants to shoot their shot. And I'm not necessarily sure that they care who sees now or who knows. Or she deserves a chance. Who is this dark lady? It's the it's Queen of Cups. Oh my God, same card came back out. This might be the Pisces. Okay? And you got somebody looking at you like this, but they should not be. Because they have a Leo lady around them. And Leo women will scratch your fucking eyes out. They have claws. Not sure if you didn't know that, fishies, but they do. Who is this one over here, and what is her problem? They're like, you shouldn't be talking to them at all. They don't even, this might even just be friends. Like, these two might have things that they could do together, like make big money, or they just work really well together. It doesn't, I mean, she's hot. She just is. But that's just who she is. I mean, she's probably got a tattoo. She probably wears clothes like that, whatever. And they're like, I'm sorry that I know attractive people. I mean, I don't. She's all ultimatum about it. Two of Cups. On the line, it came out like that. Wow. That's no way to be. So there's a couple of people here. Queen of Rods. See? Like, it doesn't feel... It feels like money. That's what it feels like. Ace of Pentacles. I mean, I did see the Lovers, but she's hot. But that doesn't mean he wants to do that. This one here, it could even be a group of friends. This one, this is jealousy. All right? It's like, you're not supposed to talk to people that breathe. Obviously. I thought we discussed that. And he's like, I mean, she's hot too. Okay, so he's like, well, but then, well, I mean, no, I got no bad vibes from any of this. Okay, it feels like people who know each other, and this one is just extra. Okay, there's something about the way she looks, or her mannerisms, or her energy that she puts off that makes other women like put their claws out, like, and clamp them on their men. Like, where you think you're going? What you looking at there? Best not. I'm just saying. And the other two, I don't even know if they realize that it's going on. I don't think they care. You know what I mean? I mean, did you just say jealousy can't stop destiny? Well, I mean, it feels like they're already together. So, I don't know, man. It's early. All right. All right. Leo. We were just talking about Leo. Oh. Ooh, the Piper. Oh. That's like the sweetest thing I've ever seen. I love you. I honestly love you. Look it, it's Romeo, and then you have the, and she's all mean. She's busy, and she's got like, I'm busy horns on her face, and he's like, that's my little wild cat. Look, go. It's a spiritual connection. He's all like thinking or whatever, trying to look at him. I love you. Honestly love you. And then you have this, it's the Ace of Cups, but it's so beautiful. I normally don't get like that. I mean, I think things are cute and I want to squeeze her cheeks, but this is like, she's like, what? I mean, she's like, because it's tender. It's this, it feels like a little tender moment. Look at his little lips. For some of you, you might be asleep and you might get visited by like a kid. Like, I'm terrified. It's the middle of the night and I'm afraid. And you're like, get in here, you big lug. Because that does look like kind of what little kids look like when they come up next to your bed. Like, I'm scared. You just lift up the blankies and they get in and it's all snug. But this is adorable. Oh my God, why is this so cute? Why can't I stop touching my face? Stop it. Victory. Can't you just love me like I love you? Let's be old people together. You're just right. You're the cheese to my macaroni. Somebody's in their feels. Oh no. Because they think it's ending. Like the marriage is over. But they're like, but I love you. Oh my God. I don't want to read sad stuff. No way. I still have lots of readings to get through. Don't. The world, death, and the 4 of coins. That's good. You see what I'm saying? They're like, I love you. And she's all. This woman or whoever is this character has a lot on her plate, and I don't think she realizes it. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think she realizes that they feel the way that they feel. The Hermit, King of Wands, the Devil, 9 of Cups. This feminine, though, also might not be having it. See, that's the same look, the same worried, stressed out. Look at the eyes. Like it's overthought. This one, they might have, she's got a reason to have her back turned, is all I'm saying. And there's a reason why the coffin came out and the reason why he's so scared that something's going to happen. That's all I'm saying. But they honestly love you. That's like, it's too much. It's adorable. I don't want to read sad stuff. Please don't show me sad stuff. That was Leo. Capricorn. So somebody's working. Imagine that. Capricorn working. Being a master maker. Because that's what they do. And somebody's on their mind. Somebody's burning a torch in their mind. Look at that. It's your soulmate. Singer of connection. The angel of connection. She might be an angel. You might be, they might be, whoever. But they're on the mind of someone. Hard. Like it feels like someone might even like shake their head like I can't. And it might be making them mad. Okay? They might be getting a little... I mean, irritated, yes, but it does feel like, how do you solve a problem like Maria? Because you can't... It's like when they're there, when this person's right in front of them, it doesn't satisfy it. It's like an itch you can't scratch. When they're right in front of you, it doesn't solve it. When they go away, it doesn't solve it. When you can't sleep, they're in your dreams, whatever. And there's a lot of fire here, the Phoenix. And somebody's like, I'm gonna put it in the ketchup. I'm gonna give it all you got. Put it right in the ketchup. Look at him. That's somebody who is you looking right at it. I'm going to do that. And then it does feel like runners take your mark. Oh, runners take your mark. What's that? Look, you have both of these creatures walking away from each other and then turning back around to look to see if the other one's looking. Y'all are playing games. That's what that is. You're like besties, all right? Freaking dolphins. You have a good time together. And karma. See? Wheel of Fortune, blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Death, rebirth, death, rebirth, death, rebirth. But somebody, I feel like someone needs to come correct. I saw the albatross that talks about guilt, shame, regret, whatever. It feels like whoever this one is, because that's what I'm saying. They get mad. They get impulsive. It's haste. And they get all, like they get fixated on something, like they're going to burn it. And this one here is like, a boy. It does feel like that. I mean, the look on her face is like, fucking try me, ho. I don't care. Judgment and temperance. You got to do it right. You have to come forward with temperance. Not too hot, not too cold, because you are being judged at this point, or whoever this one is. I heard runners take your mark, and it might be like someone being like, now don't lose your shit because you'll lose them. This is the death card. Look at her face. Try me, ho. Two of Swords, so you better pick. You better decide whether or not you really love this person. Aww. What a happy day. King of Swords, but see, the King of Swords, who is a dickwad, all right? He's not nice. Sharp at the tongue. Aggressive. Says things. His mannerisms is a sword. Slicing, dicing. Scattered, smothered, and covered. Okay? Oh my God, I want Waffle House. I think it's breakfast time. So this is like a warning from Spirit. Like if this is what you're looking for, to whoever this is a message for this person. This is what you're looking for, then cut the shit, because she's standing there with a death card like, so fuck is your problem? I guess. I don't know, man. I'll get him shuffled up a little. I only slept for like 3 hours. Well, they have a place in Ithaca called the Waffle Frolic, which them fucking Yankee waffles are a little bit too fancy for my flavor. Okay. Can't you just scatter it and smother it and cover it? What's wrong with that? Remember the good old days when we used to do that? What's up, Jessa? Libra! Oh boy. Shit's about to get real. Okay? That's gonna happen. What do we have for Libra today, please? Okay, reading over. Thanks for a lot of nothing. I heard brace for impact. Okay, so fun fact. I marched in drum corps. That's true. Blue coats. And I was color guard, dancer, weapons. When you go into these big giant stadiums where the football players play or whatever. Yeah, that's not what this is, Jessa. The stadiums, they have these like domes, right? And some of them are lifted up by air. And so when you go through the bottom, you have to go through an airlock. And so you go in one side and everybody, the whole band or the whole corps walks in and you go into this room and then they close it off and seal it. And everybody's standing there like, you know, because you're getting ready to perform and you're underneath all of these stands, and then they open the door and everybody goes, all right, let's go blue. It's like everybody's screaming and there's fans and there's cheering and it's, oh my God. And then you like walk out and it's a huge impact and like it's a lot of pride and you're like, I know, right? Fucking whatever, but that's what it feels like. If you can imagine that moment and the lights and then they open the doors and everybody screams, okay, like that. It's solace. It's the sun. It's radiating whatever it is that you're about to brace for. All eyes are looking at you. And she's all... Lady of the Harvest. She's a sad clown, the Lady of the Harvest is, but she's accepting. We talked about that the other day with the resting bitch eyes. Achieving the impossible. So you might have a friend, they might have really blue eyes, that you might even regard them as like a sun, okay? The sun, not S-U-N. Because both of your lives are really full, extremely full. And they are your I don't know, playmate, I guess. I don't know who they are. And I don't know why I saw that whole thing about walking out into the spotlight. And the moon, the sun and the moon, your yin and your yang. Birth, death. I also want to talk about for Libras for the day, there's like a lot of progress. Like a serious amount of progress. Jupiter. You might make a bunch of money today. Or like some kind of check comes in that you were waiting on. I'm not sure what this connection is. It feels like it's creeping up on me. Like it's way later. But it's important. Like way later in the day. The house. Well, it's the house and the hummingbirds. That's something else too. I feel like this is a really financial day for Libra. But I think that the thing with the airlocks It's like stepping into, because that moment when you go in through the one door and they have to close it to seal it off, it's like a cocoon. It's like a waiting minute because they have to let the pressure go down on one side and let it go up on the other. Things have to prepare other things to happen. It just feels like something impossible happens. And it does feel like it has to do with coins. And I mean, I'm a Libra. I'm like, where's the fucking man at? I want to talk about relationships. But maybe it's not this day. Stepping stones, baby steps. I just feel like I want to say for Libra, progress towards and it's the geese knowing where you're going, and then you have the clock, like it's time. There's a bunch of indications of going in the right direction. What is this house? Well, first, what was this achieving the impossible and this like this friend who makes you happy? Piece of rods, see? Queen of rods. I feel like there's going to be a conversation, maybe with a lady friend or someone who it is their job to somehow say yay or nay for this. Like they could do the cutting. But they're real, like, I'm going to make it work out. I don't really... Temperance. Your patience has been... What? And what's the Lady of the Harvest over here? Death. And Justice. King of Cups, Four of Wands. Ugh. Three of Swords. Oh, jeez. So, okay. For Libras, I want to say maybe you should focus on your, like, work today because you're coming out into the spotlight. And I think something else is going to happen that might hurt your feelings a little bit because you're letting go of something for good, or something, some kind of information comes out where you're like, okay, well, gotta let that go then, right? And then everything changes. And I think that's what I saw with the things that were opening. That was weird. I'm gonna have to watch that back. There's a couple of different things happening there. But it does feel like there is a woman who has an influence today in your life in one way or another. All right, who is next? Sagittarius. Okay. Oh! It's Luathos the Wild and the Singer of Initiation. Dance. Jump on it. Don't brag about it. Come show me. If you're freak gay, want you dance. Jump on it. I think there's some kind of like, because this is definitely a Sagittarius card for me, but it feels like I heard the gun go off, right? Where something starts. It's the starting line. But I want to be like, if you want it, go get it. See, they found a sunken treasure, a buried treasure, something they want more than anything, but it might be something like, if we're talking about a thing, because I keep saying if you want it, go get it, it might need like restoring, craftsmanship. That would totally be something that I would get myself into. Like, I don't have enough projects going on right now. But some Saggy out there gets a wild, what do they call that? You get a wild hair up your ass. You got a whim to just fuck some shit up. I don't know. But it feels like they're gonna do it. They're gonna come hell or high water for the baby. But there's a lot of like panic here. Why did I say that? For the baby? Ecstasy and joy. I want that. I'm going to restore this. I'm going to put this back the way it should be. The Emperor. So you might be dealing with a really, 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 really stubborn man. And they might be... Remember I said about having to restore something? This talks about things have been deteriorated. I think that's how you say that. And then this raccoon, they talk about they're a problem solver. They figure out how to fix stuff. Somebody's just worried about something here, and you have this person who just is like, today's the day, the sun is shining, the tank is clean. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that. Judgment Day. Eight of Wands. And it's like that the devil's there. It's like as soon as you, whoever this person is, as soon as you see it or feel it or whatever, and you get this ecstasy and joy feeling, you get like obsessed with it. The devil. Why was I saying you're dealing with this really, really stubborn person? Or please, you might have to work with someone to make it happen. And it's the Ace of Rods, like, and here's Saggy, like, it's just right. It's perfect. It's a sunken fucking treasure. Nine of Cups. Please. There's spit everywhere. Wheel of Fortune. Come on. Take action, man. King of Rods. It's the sun. Do it or I'm a... Are we still here? Am I live? Somebody give me some confirmation that we are in fact live and not buffering. Who's having a child? The baby is a spiritual theme. They do that to me, Bianca. When I start talking shit, they're like, shut up or get off live, basically. I don't even know what I was saying. Probably something like try me, ho. No, that it feels like a married couple or something like that. Like, I want that. Give it to me. And it doesn't feel like a stomping your feet. It feels like you have to work with this person in order to have it. It's for both of you. And they're stressing you out because they won't cooperate. And it might be time sensitive. And that's what I'm saying. 8 of Rods, like you have to make the judgment call right now. Like right now, this moment, it has to be done. And Captain Ram Pants over here, the Emperor, is like, well, maybe we should blah. And she's all, there is no blah. It has to be done right now. This minute. It's for the baby. Okay? I'm all like satisfied. Like, mm-hmm. Yeah, I said that. All right, who's next? Cancer. Change of viewpoint. Fresh new start. Come on over, baby. You wanna play with me? Wanna come play with me? Wanna come do that thing that you did with the thing? Somebody doesn't want to hear anybody else's shit. Normally I would see this as it's like hobby, telling people why they shouldn't be doing anything, but this is like, I don't want to hear it. I'm looking at that. That's what I want in every way, shape, and form. They're the perfect mix. They're amusing. This person is wildly amused by someone else. It's fun times, it's good times. I want to be around them. Justice. See? She's fun. She's the wild woman. And I just want to talk to her. Oh. Ecstasy and joy. She feels the same way. There's 2 people here who like want to be around each other. And for whatever reason, somebody has been blocking it. Because of, I heard ego. Pride, ego. Didn't want people to know. Whatever. And now they're like, you know what? This person is fun. I want to go out to eat dinner with someone that I can laugh out loud at the table with. Right? I completely misunderstood them. And now I need to strategize how to come on over, baby. The ladybug. The Venus. And the swans. Ah. It's like some Cancer out there has been hanging around their soulmate for like 2 years or more. I heard 4 years. Real close proximity. And they haven't been admitting it. Wouldn't admit it, would not say it. Felt it hard, but kind of felt it was sexually driven. Okay. And then now Because the clouds cleared out, that's what this is. This was the first card. Topsy-turbits. Everything looks different now. How did that happen? Two of Cups. And then you have the Hermit. It's like they thought about it and thought about it and thought about it. And they're like, well, it's like every memory that they have of this one while they were thinking about it was good. She's hilarious. They might have watched you fall down one time and laugh their ass off. I can see somebody watching, like, somebody, and she didn't mean it. She's just a clumsy person. She's probably just walking and just fucking ate shit hard, face planted. And I can hear, like, this one, I can hear laughter. It's funny. And they're like, she's goddamn delightful. Why haven't I... How do I... It feels like ego. The King of Rods. Not anymore. I'm gonna... It feels like a Bonnie and Clyde moment, or like Jackson and April. J'April, okay? She's standing at the altar, and he runs in like, let's head out of here. And she's all, okay, that's my ride. She's crazy. She doesn't give a shit. She might not even have shoes on. We're supposed to wear shoes, and they're like, it's snowing outside. And she's like, oh, whatever. So the writer. Basically, for Cancer today, what I'm getting is that you've been around your soulmate for a minute. And that someone is realizing who it is. Wow. Whoa. That was funny. That was my face way up close. Somebody wants to see their friend. Period. Okay? That's what that is. Gemini. Himself. Somebody's like really fucking focused on something. They might be watching TV or watching, he's got his upper chakras lit up, right? He's tuned in. It could literally be somebody watching TV. But then you have this, it'll be the Retriever. It's also, it feels a little bit like maybe they're watching something and they want it really bad. It could be, like, what's that one show called? The Rich and Famous, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. It doesn't even have to be that. I mean, somebody could be into, there's these two dudes on YouTube and they're barefoot and they live out in the woods and they like build little mansions out of sticks and shit. They made a pool way up in the trees. And this person's like, yo, I want that. I want that really bad. You know what I mean? That it feels like it feels like somebody's coming up with a plan to, see, they want to go on an adventure. They want change. They want things to be different. And it's like they're seeing, it might even be like somebody making a manifestation board, or it's focus. on the dreams, the hopes, the wishes, the desires, all the things. It's that. Yeah. The Tower. Today's the day, Judgment Day. I gotta do this. You might have to tell somebody something, or this masculine has to tell somebody something. Venus and the sky and the rider. You might have to leave for a while by yourself. This masculine, they might have to go away, right? Because you have the Empress and the sky, and then you have this cowboy that like rides away. But then you have it might be their mother. Like they have to say goodbye to their mother for whatever reason because they need to go see about a woman. Because it does feel like that's the fireworks. I mean, that's the hot sex card, right? And then you have this Two of Cups. I want that. I want to go Ten of Cups. I'm gonna do this. What is this sky and the Empress? It might be ending because it just talks about sudden. And the Wheel of Fortune. And the Tower is sudden. And this is sudden, like being jerked up out of something. Judgment, the Phoenix, that happens when it happens. It might be a Nine of Cups. That someone is just, whoever this masculine is, they're looking at, they might be even, if it's about a person, they might even be like looking at their pictures online. And they're like, I'm not waiting for. And so they get up and go. And you run into all this really good shit. Two of Cups, Nine of Cups, Ten of Cups. And then really hot sex. Is that sex? Ace of Cups. Lots and lots of it. So for Gemini, let's talk about this, the message. There's an important message. It's like someone who had blocked you or that you had blocked. That's what I'm saying. He's sitting there looking at this like, what am I doing? Why exactly am I blocking this? Why is that happening? Self-sabotage. And then they get themselves up out of that funk. And then you have this, it'll be the Retriever, which is like being loyal. Right? And they're like, there might be an apology, like, I'm sorry I made you wait, or I'm sorry I didn't believe you, or I'm sorry whatever. But this is what I want. This is where I want to be. And it could even be like with, parents and kids. Like, I'm sorry it's harsh on you, whatever. Let's redirect, refocus, because I'm loyal to you. I have loyalty for you. Etc. Etc. Oh my goodness, I still have 3 left. I'm running out of steam. Aquarius. All right, for Aqua, please. Hold on to your seats for this one. I'm all like, no energy. I'm like, hold on for your seats for this one, Bueller. Maybe I'll take a little sip first. I'm teed off, folks. That's a fact. Whoa. See, it's a shock. Oh my God. It's a big, did you see how that just made itself come out like that? Look at this. Holy shit. These 3 cards. Hey, I think I love you. So what am I so afraid of? I'm afraid that I'm not sure of. Okay, for one, there is a moment here for someone in an Aquarius situation where they feel a little I don't know why all of a sudden I want to like look away and not talk about it. They want to fuck. Okay, they want to bang. Bang, bang into the room. Bang, bang all over you. Wait a minute and I'll take you there. Bang, backseat of my car. And this one is like, You know what I'm saying? This doesn't have to be nasty. It doesn't have to be a using situation, okay? But it's certainly sexually motivated. For sure. And this one is like, oh my God, what's she working with down there? Holy shit. Bang, bang into the room. Bang, bang all over you. Oh! It's happy. It's a rendezvous. It's a fling. It's clearly a situationship. Oh my God. Wait a minute and I'll take you there. Wait a minute and I'll It's okay, so the shock is this whoever Mickle and Muckle is, the one that's about it, all right? The one that is feeling like they need to do that. They come forward and they shock the shit out of this other person because they feel it too, except they're not a skis ball. Sorry. And the Fool and the Compass, and somebody's extremely direct. They're like, look, do you wanna bang bang into the room? Bang bang all over you. And this is an Empress, and they're like, you are positively glowing, and she's like, well, I know. I know I glow. They're like, you wanna, and she gets all like, okay, and before people freak out, and then I hear all kinds of other readers go off about how people don't follow other people, lies, okay? You do. I know you do. Well, first of all, because you're a human being, and second of all, because you do. Okay? And plus, I don't care what you do. This is masculine driven, all right? The Italian stallion, and they want you. You might even be married to this person. Who knows? But they want you. It's sexually driven. They're into you. And this one, they're so about it. They might not even give you a chance to like talk. You just it's complicated. All right, the Crow. It's complicated. You have the Rider. All right. So what happens here with this Sun? What happens here with this shock? I mean, it's like they tell you the Moon. Suddenly I got real heavy Three of Swords. Somebody's a mess. Right. A big mess, a big time mess. Eight of Cups. Eight of Swords. Nine of Swords. Five of Rods. Yeah, King of Swords. Right. And so they're like, I know what to do. Bang, bang into the room. Whatever. You know why I channel that kind of energy, my friends? Because people do that shit. And it's, I don't care what you do. I don't. Karma hurt his feelings. Well, I don't even know. I mean, it doesn't have to be that. Well, I mean, every single card there was about sex. Every card. Is there a purpose behind this? Why these two people are... The snowflake, the fireworks, and the moon. And the dolphins. It's like a... They're like your little healer, or you're their little healer. They do it to each other. It's for release. I think the reason I can't get off this is because I want to say to be continued. That's what I want to say. It's not over, but I feel like this particular day, this particular 24 hours, you could be around a guy. I mean, you could be married to them, and they're like looking at you like, my, you fold my shirts nice. And then next thing you know, whatever. Excuse me for being human. Scorpio. Oh, geez. Here we go. I'm sorry in advance. Being grounded. Being real. It's Faf the Footer. Trying to... Whoa. You might be around somebody that's a little extra. Look. Somebody that's a little bossy. Look at how they got their finger. They might be fixated. They get fixated on stuff. But I heard, look at them. They're like looking aside to think about it. They're really, really thinking about it. I heard I can promise you this. I mean, it's a gift, okay, for someone, fairy godmother. They're doing something for someone else. They think that they know that it's going to make somebody else really, really, really happy, someone that they care about. And they're like, well, I can do this for you. But they have to think about it. It definitely is a singer of initiation. It is going to change things. But they have a desire to... There's also a fear here from someone's part on it's trust, but it's you got the corporate institutions, whatever. They don't really understand how it works, so it makes them nervous. Yeah, the fish. Like it could be something as simple as like someone needs to go and do their taxes because they know that like if they were going to get money back or whatever, or it's paperwork that they have to go do that somebody would appreciate it, or they could do something for someone else, but they don't understand the process. And so they've kind of just been stalling. And then you have the grasshopper, like it's time to go ahead and do that. The moon. Wishes granted. King of Cups. See? I don't think they're trying to get in a power struggle with their feminine either. I did see the Wolverine there, and it feels like they're like, didn't I say that at the beginning? My little darling's a firecracker. She might be a little bossy. She's just fixated. And this King of Cups, who is thinking about it or whatever it is that he's getting ready to initiate, daydreaming about it. He's like, well, he's being grounded. Okay, it's Faf the Footer. Faf the Footer would absolutely take a fucking minute to sit down, like, hold your horses. We're talking about the fish here. We're talking about finances and investments and multiplying and koi and the koi fish and Jupiter and stuff. Calm your tits. For a minute. I have to think. I heard heads will roll. And so what action do they take then? The fireworks. Heads are going to roll. It's explosive. There's also a fear here of being alone. Not that they can't be alone, but they don't want to, like, break up. And so here we have this, it's a gift. The swans and the puppy. It's a new start. It's karma, karmic payout. But they know that their little darling is a firecracker, okay? She might be itty bitty. She's like, what that? And they're like, all right. I can't believe I just said that. Ace of Cups. I hate reading for Scorpio. All right. Taurus. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus is last. Ooh-wee. And furthermore. Somebody got more shit to say? Turn around like, and furthermore. Okay, so we have two people here. One of them is probably a little hot-headed. You have fire and ice. And there's some kind of argument or some kind of cycle that keeps going on. And this one is overly excitable. And they keep turning back around to, and another thing, and another thing, and another thing. And this one here, the Pook, is like, whoa. You're being fucking extra. Extra, read all about it. But they're probably amused. It does feel like a couple. But at the same time, the Pook is the epitome of paradox resolution. And they know how to handle this person, this woman. They know how to handle her. And I don't mean handle like manipulate. I mean that remember for those of you who watch the daily lives, we were talking about the glitch, right? It gets excitable. She's excitable. And she's all, She's got trust issues too. In both of these images, she's looking over her shoulder, like waiting for the other shoe to drop. In this one is, she just can calm your tits. It might be a Libra. But they're very, very, very gentle. They have the key. Okay, here's my point, my friends. You have these two people who are around each other, and one of them knows how to work the other one. We have someone that's they're just excitable, and they get ideas, and they kind of fucking, and they're always thinking that someone's out to, not out to get them, but like they're always looking over their shoulder. Like, try me, ho, and I keep opening the cards, and it keeps being the Three of Swords. And so they've probably been hurt really bad before, and they are probably squirrely. Right? Like, they are, that's exactly what this is. They're really impulsive, and it's like, as soon as they even kind of think for a second that you're going to fuck with them, they dip. And then this one's like, all right. It's kind of like the Meredith and McDreamy thing on Grey's Anatomy. He knew that she was fucked up, and he's like, I'm just going to keep coming back. You're just going to have to get used to it. Like, I like you. That's a very McDreamy thing to say. Right? Like, okay, I see that you're glitching out. I see that. And I know that from my intuition and the insight that you probably need a little space for a couple hours. Maybe I will take that space, and maybe I might come back with some fucking Ben and Jerry's. Okay? And she's all, why? Because you're trying to fucking leave and run away? And he's like, no. I'm going to go get you some ice cream. Because you seem to need it. She's like, why do you think I'm fat? And he's like, no. Calm your glitch. Calm your glitch. Okay? That's the new thing. Calm your glitch. Basically, the Emperor. Daddy knows. Okay? He got this. He knows that he got with a wild child. Signed up for it. It's fine. And so what happens here? Because I think that there's a moment in this time where this feminine thinks that they're gone. Like, she really does, like, oh, fuck, I lost them. I guess that's that then. They're going to leave like everybody else does. And then they might call. Like, they might reach out like, well, I guess since you're gone, whatever. And they're like, no. I'm not gone. I just went to the grocery store, or I'm just playing video games with my friends until you calm your glitch. Basically, yeah, bring me food. You're a little hangry. Okay? It doesn't feel like being ashamed. It feels like, and for those of you who can resonate, I know that I felt like this a lot right after I had my babies. Okay, being hormonal, that you come down from raging out, you're like, oh, and then you feel bad, and you're like, well, I guess since you're gone, you know, and they're like, I'm not leaving. They're like, bitch, I know you're crazy. I like you're crazy. Your crazy works with my crazy. And it's sweet. I think the point of that reading is that you're just going to have some kind of reassurance from your partner. The Magician. You manifested a good one. It's one of the good ones. Yep. That's adorable. Okay. Oh my God. We did all the signs. It took an hour and a half, but we did it. We might do this more often. I need to figure out how to get, I don't know. I have things to figure out. So don't forget to join us at noon. No, thank you. I appreciate you guys so much. Don't forget to join us at noon. We're going live for Tribe Time, and that's way more fun. And less choppy and back and forthy and all of that. So, yeah. Come back at noon and we're going to hang out together. And until next time, you guys have a good one.